recording. Aha. Now it should be picking up everyone else. Testing?
Hear you loud and clear.
Alright, yep, I got green bars. That's good.
Alright. So, last we left off, the team had successfully assaulted Basam's compound, took out the insurgents there, took 2 prisoners, and then made their way down to Wassam's bunker, hidden beneath the pool, which had been partially excavated by said insurgents. Upon entering it, they found um, the bronze amphora had was in the process of possibly attempted being transported. Uh, they were like strapping it to a words are failing me. A little wooden pallet. There we go, a pallet. But when you guys entered, it had tipped over, and a stony skeletal hand was reaching out from the mouth of the massive jaw and was choking to death one of the um, insurgents. The You guys were too late to save the insurgent, but you managed to get the N4 on without any further issues and encourage the hand to go back into it. Upon sealing it, it didn't look like it was going to do anything else in particular, and you guys managed to stand it back up, no problem. Taking a quick glance around the room you're standing in, um, there is the 2 meter tall iron cage, which is bolted into the floor. The door to it has been broken open, and there was a plinth where the N4 used to be. Additionally, there are shelves and bookcases covering nearly every wall, holding dozens of books and manuscripts, even scrolls. In addition, there are a number of clay tablets in some sort of specially built wooden carrying cases, kind of stacked together in groups of 10. Um,
All right, gang. Where's the nearest Hobby Lobby?
There was a workbench with some reading lamps, an open journal, and a few other miscellaneous like desk and office items and an office chair. Besides this room sparse, there's a basic uh, light in the ceiling, wooden door, and a dusty floor. The whole room smells of recent gunpowder from discharged weapons and dusty books.
Are there any is there any like visible sign of a struggle in here? Right, like bullet holes in the walls, stuff having been disrupted. I mean, I know it's been a little while and there's been other people in here.
Roll me investigation check.
Would forensics work?
Yes, sorry, that is the correct one. I did D&D there for a moment.
Nice.
54.
When he gets the chance, Reinbach will be rifling through the notes and stuff real quick.
So, overall, so overall, it's actually pretty easy, all things considered, to tell that there has been a struggle in here besides the one you just created. The Between the light amount of sand and dust kind of inherent to having a subterranean structure in this area, you can see some drag marks, finger and handprints, things like that. And just kind of taking your time, you know that besides the recent scuffle, there was a recent struggle in here before. Definitely more towards your side of the room next to the door. There's a lot of like scratch marks and various other, just lots of wear and tear on that side of the room. You see dust has been misplaced from a couple things. You know that there was a few of the cases and books have been moved around, but and especially the amphora has been moved several times, and there's just lots of footprints to the point of the space between the cage and this door is almost completely free of dust and sand just from regular use. There is a few pot marks in the wall. It looks like one of the old books took one to the spine.
Okay. I want to document as much of that as I can, photographically,
Yeah, go for it.
and just like do a proper, like forensic write-up of the whole thing. Right? Because obviously we're going to be removing it, but context is important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes
Cole Meyer,
it's a small room.
the person doesn't know the term arcant yet, but that's basically what we've got here. So
architectural intelligence.
Hmm?
The player, I don't know what arcant is. Is that architectural intelligence?
Archaeological.
Archaeological intelligence. Interesting.
Comes up a lot more in Delta Green's line of work than you might expect.
I can imagine. Actually, no, I can't, because I think aliens wouldn't leave too much in the way of archaeology, but perhaps it does.
Well, they've been here a while.
So, what would criminology get me for in place? You'll see anything that's just weird shit or stolen shit?
It would get you probably some info on maybe some of the stuff in the room, like you've seen, like because some of the stuff seems valuable in that sense. Like you may have seen it on the market at some point, and then you also could probably learn something about the guys you just ran through in general, and like the reason, possibly the reason why this underground thing is so hidden, and just various odd facts like that. Obviously, all
roll anything or
It rolled 3 times.
oh shit, okay.
You get a 96,
loaded.
a 5, and a 2.
Well, I'm gonna take the average as a success.
Sure.
That's very kind of you.
If they all are failures, then we know how
We've got
bad.
some time.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it didn't pop up on my thing, so I couldn't tell. I have the other screen up.
Okay. So we've got one dude in cuffs upstairs ish.
2. We cuffed Grenade Guy too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good. So we got 2 in cuffs. All right. Where are they right now? Did anyone shove them into a back of a?
We've got
Humping?
Spike and the
Bottom.
PJ up there with them.
Looking them.
I don't know if they've been shoved in the back of the vehicle or something, but they're being watched.
That's all right. We want to
sounds
make
great.
sure that we got some eyes on them.
I still would like to grab an extra body before we leave.
No,
Body
please.
for what?
No.
I'm doing it.
Oh,
Please don't.
Come on.
you don't need the extra cleanup.
Come on.
I don't want to. I don't want to have to deal with a corpse.
We'll do it right here.
I don't think we want to be here much
I
longer.
don't know.
It's one
Actually,
shotgun shell. One
question
shotgun
is-
shell.
At what level do we want to sanitize this particular site?
I think we clean the bunker out and set the place on fire.
It's a
So we
lot
have
of dirt.
Do we still have a Hellfire missile in the area?
That guy essentially is
Or is he
exiting,
gone? Oh yes,
Yeah.
okay. Damn.
and I don't think it'd be probably tough to convince him to clear a Hellfire for demolition work, pure demolition work.
Oh no, they have a bomb.
The we don't. Can we get a truck out here?
Hmm.
Like, get something
Uh,
with a sea can on the back to load all this shit into?
Yeah, you can get it pretty close. I mean, the pool is halfway full of sand. It kind of forms a sand. It kind of forms a natural ramp, and there's space to get around the like. There's purposely a drive so you can get pool chemicals back to the pool shed.
That's
Yeah.
fine. We can deal with moving stuff a little bit. It's just that like we physically don't have space in the vehicles we have out here for everything in here, right?
How big is the
Yeah.
amphora?
The amphora is 500 pounds and 4 feet tall by about 2 feet wide.
I think we definitely got space in one of the pickups. Granted, 500 is hell of a heavy lift for
Well,
us, but I think between four of us, we'd be able to get
we
it
can
done.
get that out of here. It's all the papers and the tablets and the books and all that.
Yeah,
we-
it's
Hey, unless we absolutely destroyed them, maybe one of the trucks out front is still working. We could
They're
repurpose
fucked.
that.
They're absolutely
the
fucked.
trucks are fucked. The
I mean, about
the
all we could
two
do is,
sedans might be usable.
Yeah, we could maybe, if we had the tools, hack off the back end of the truck and turn it into a trailer.
Meh.
That's a lot of. We'd be able to get a trailer out here
I
before
think
we'd be able
let's
to
see
get that
what
done.
Probably.
the sedans
better
are
just take the
probably a better
sedans.
bet.
Yeah, there's two sedans. I can't drive those, so
I mean, you can drive well enough.
oh, mine is 0.
We're not planning on actually like getting into trouble here.
I understand that. I understand not planning.
Wait a minute. How did you get your drive to 0? The baseline's higher than that.
Are you sure? Let me look.
Yes.
I could have sworn
Yeah,
it was
it's
0.
20.
Yeah,
Oh.
baseline of drive is 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, every a lot of the
Like-
skills have a baseline.
Which I think is double irony because you have someone pilot, so like your character only has
I
a
know.
hand-eye coordination when over 6
know.
feet over the ground.
Yeah, I can fly a plane, but I cannot drive a car.
Like you lost your pilot who's lost the driver's license. And now
Every
can
time
only
you try to get in the car,
continue-
you start trying to use the gas and brake like rudder pedals, and things just don't end well.
Why won't this goddamn thing get off the ground? Fly, you piece of shit, fly!
He has a huge spoiler, but it's actually just a tail rudder, so you can turn it.
So the front of the car is lifted off the ground. Oh shit!
Okay. Let's go make that call. I'll go head out.
I mean,
Call
do we?
back
I
in.
don't know that we need to, right? We'll see what we can get in the sedans and the Vics we've got here.
Yeah.
I want to go up on the roof and check out what the one guy check out the other guy's pockets.
Plus, we do have that local muscle. We have that convoy that we
Oh.
called in to do a security sweep close by.
I don't think we want them
Yeah.
anywhere near any of this shit.
Mm, Yeah, I don't know.
No, we
Like,
don't.
not
Can we-
like if we can crate it, then we can have them haul it. But I don't want
Yes.
them anywhere near like actual manipulation, anywhere they might be able to read it.
Correct. No, 100%.
Well, let's go in the house and see if there's any crating material because they brought a killdozer out here.
How many feed sacks we got?
Also, I believe there was a basement somewhere that was unchecked, and we need to go take a look.
This is that basement
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was referred to. Yeah, the police guy missed it on his first sweep because when he came by, it had been partially covered by a sandstorm. The previous
Alrighty,
day,
so we need
essentially.
some tarps or some fuck, I'll take a rug. A really couple large rugs.
Let's see. I'll just try this.
I'll also do a search.
Busan's house is pretty big. It's a
Nope. Can't find shit.
multi-story building.
Actually,
Um,
while we're thinking about things and doing things, now that I've done the like immediate forensics before we start tromping around and wrecking things, probably should have what's his name look at my arm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I'll have him roll a first aid for you.
I want to start policing up guns and that kind of
There you
stuff.
go.
Ooh,
What does
nice.
that give you?
Oh hell.
Damn.
You guys do find on the initial search there is some crating material and also some just general empty bags and boxes in the pool shed. It looks like they were using it as an impromptu tool shed to begin getting the stuff out of here. It looks like they were taking their time though, so it's like halfway assembled and packaged things.
Okay.
Great. Gotta go assemble.
Should we get a couple boxes assembled and then call the other convoy back and have them haul it off for us?
Well, we'll see how much we can fit into the back of the sedan, and in back, if we've got 2 trucks here. One of them does have a 50 cal on it, so that's probably carrying some boxes of papers. But the other one, I believe, is an empty bed, and that we can jump.
The other one's got the.
Yeah, both of them
has
have pencil mounts, but they're directly next to the cab. They're not in the middle of the bed.
Okay.
But the one has the
Recoilless.
yes, and my rifle as well. So
Yeah, and the pinholes are mounted essentially on the side of the bed that's directly next to the cab, so they're not like taking up the middle of the bed space. If that makes sense.
Yep. So we got bed space. Let's load papers into one bed and 4 into the another, and then maybe grab a sedan,
lose it. All right.
and then we'll see if we got stuff
that
left over.
heals a D4.
I too just got to the page. Yes, so take a D4.
Yay!
Yay, you're not dying. Yeah. Oh, take a look at the bed space and everything. You can probably get 3/4. Actually, you could probably take all the wooden crates, but you have to leave like 90% of the books. Or you could take half of each, or most of the books, but not the crates. If you just
the
use the
trucks,
pickups.
Uh,
For just the
Alrighty.
trucks that you bought.
So let's see if we can't separate wheat from chaff.
Well, how much can we stuff in the sedans? Because we have 2 sedans.
If you like,
Let me go make sure those both start first.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand with that.
Drive. I can go check the cars.
drive machinery, whatever works.
Yeah.
Mechanic.
So heavy
Yeah.
machinery.
Yay!
God damn.
We do love heavy machinery around here.
I get 1 started.
Oh, is it heavy machinery or?
Heavy machinery also works. Craft mechanic is good too. Yeah, craft mechanic.
There we go.
Yeah,
I have basically
the
no
other
skills that would help here, but we've got them both running anyhow, so.
I'm also probably gonna pull the passenger seats out of both of these sedans. Are they, grab some tools. It shouldn't be too hard to pull the seats.
yeah. One of them is in reasonably good condition. It didn't take any hits. The other one
Has no windshield.
has an open
Oh,
windshield.
yeah, that's right.
It does start, but you're pretty sure the radiator is empty.
Water.
All right.
Does
so
it have
we
any
just need
holes in it?
one.
Yeah.
Probably due to the 2 holes in it.
Damn it.
That'd do it.
Yeah.
Anybody got any eggs? Saw that once in MacGyver.
Yeah.
You see any chickens
among the
around
Gabba
here?
things I've heard, that's the most unbelievable.
Do you see any chickens around here? Just incredulously. There are no
No,
chickens. We
but-
have no eggs.
I certainly could see if we got some
I mean, the man has the kitchen.
That is
Icky-pucky.
true.
I mean, what's the motor in it? Some like 4-cylinder Lada or something?
Yeah, it's
Fuck it, it's air cooled now.
Yeah,
Just drive
Full-cylinder
slowly.
Soviet.
Just drive slowly.
Can we pull the car behind the truck?
That would slow us down quite a
I-
bit.
And-
Not much more than it driving slowly, anyways. The
Well,
biggest
we'll see.
issue with
We'll
that
see if
is-
we can get everything in the other one.
Yeah, let's
Well,
see,
like, if we
see
could-
what we can get.
If
Yeah.
we could get hooked up and off the ground, take the front wheels off the car.
That's again a lot of work.
And
man.
that gets really squirrely if we have to do anything other than driving on a nice, neat
Well, then we
road.
gotta cut it loose.
Yeah. I will.
You want to go cutting cables at 60 mile an hour?
Do we have a dead cord?
You're not wiring a dead cord to a car that I'm in.
You're not gonna be in that car. You're gonna be That's why you hook it onto a chain behind the truck. We pull it like a trailer.
Oh,
You
I thought
wanna
I thought you were implying using deck cord as the rope.
No, no.
Actually,
no,
we've got Humvees,
no.
right?
No, we have
Technically, we do have
Humvees
Humvees in the area.
We have Iranian wannabe Humvees.
Do
Yes.
they have tow bars?
Yes,
No.
they do have balls, like tow.
Okay, can we swap? Can we put the
So
tow bar on the car?
we've got a hitch. Do we have a tow bar, like a hard bar to
No.
flat tow something? Okay, then we really don't want to be towing anything.
Well,
No,
those trucks.
we don't. Now
Yeah.
I have been able to tow a car with just some rope, just a strap.
Like you could do it.
Yeah, I've done
that
that
doesn't
too.
mean
That's
it's
a
a good
bad
idea.
idea.
No, especially
Yeah.
not to a
Great
war
way
zone.
to wreck, especially
Yeah.
in a war zone.
And it's still like, again, in normal circumstances, it would be an hour of highway driving to get back to the city, right? And so going at 30 miles an hour really does make it a 2-hour drive,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Which
not
we
counting
got-
detours.
In hostile
At this
territory.
point, we kind of got time.
So the
Actually,
question is, do we have the convoy come back to meet us and go with them, or what?
Yeah,
no,
you do
we're gonna
think if
keep
you
this
took-
quiet for now.
Yeah,
I
if
think.
you take the seats out of the working sedan, you could probably fit most of the stuff.
Yeah.
I
At
think
which
we'll do
point,
that
just a
then.
little bit of sorting, wheat from chaff, make sure we don't leave
Prioritizing
behind
anything that
useful.
was out,
Mm.
right? Like prioritizing things in order of
Alright.
when they've been
Uh,
disturbed. If that makes any
start
sense.
getting things loaded, shall we? And actually,
So
making
I wanna
sure,
start searching through stuff.
please, by all means. I'm gonna take
Nice.
my knowledge
it?
of
What?
signals intelligence and
Never
signals
mind.
receivers. I'm gonna head up to the roof and
Yeah,
start seeing
did
if
these
there's
guys
local
have a
traffic.
radio?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is there a radio
Yeah,
in the house?
You guys haven't gone inside the house yet, really.
No, we haven't.
All
You're
right, let's
right.
go in the house.
I'm a
I want to have
grab.
the roof.
Yeah.
All
I'll,
right.
that's Sergeant. You and I will go, or what? Mayor, Master Sergeant. Who wants to come with? Others should get here.
with you.
Start sorting.
I've already been shot once.
Alrighty, Master
We should
Sergeant, you're with
maybe
me.
have,
Let's
have
clear the
Darren,
house.
like
Sorty.
Darren stay on watch just to make sure no one rolls up on us.
Indeed.
Like get the truck turned around the other way to defend just in case.
Yep. And Ryan Bach, would you mind watching the Master Sergeant's back, or do you want to come with us?
I can watch his back.
Oh, is the jammer still up?
Jammer was turned off
It's down.
here locally so that we could get in final search from the Reaper.
Ryan,
It has
you
not
need
been
to
brought
drive
back up.
You'll get their drone up in the air and see if make sure there's nothing coming at us. So we got a little bit of warning, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm on it.
All right. All right. I'm gonna get my shotgun out and
Swap the battery
chain it
out.
around.
And
Get that.
I'll
little
follow
guy in
you
there.
with mine.
All right.
We'll go clear the house,
Let's go in.
room by room.
Yep.
Let's see here.
So alertness, maybe.
Just very casual, like push a door open and yell "Federales!"
Awesome. All right. As you enter the house, you see the
Ooh,
front area has an open foyer. It's quite well decorated, beautiful Middle Eastern tile in a blue yellow color. You notice there's sort of a trail of miscellaneous stuff that heads, looks like towards the kitchen. And there's a trail of like candy wrappers and like empty water bottles. You notice basically it looks like if you invited 20 boys from your high school to come sleep over your parents' house when they went home. There's just stuff in random places, socks, you know, random things.
Wait, so there's an indoor pool as well? Or is it outside?
Oh, that is outside on the
Okay.
map.
Oh, that's that. Oh, so that's
Yes,
where the
that's
actual,
where the basement is. Yeah, so the
Okay.
bunk is essentially almost entirely separated from the house.
Has anybody checked the shed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have checked the shed. Those pool rooms have already been described. That's where you find the packing materials.
Okay. And the garage?
Have not checked the garage.
All right.
Probably make our way through the kitchen, get to the garage, cover that right-hand side from
the
our
dining
perspective
room.
of the house first, and move on.
All right. Let's do that.
You know, for this such a beautiful house, they've got such poor respect for it. Look at this shit on their floor.
Well, it's not his. Well, it's not their house, is it?
Yeah, still show some goddamn respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some sleeping bags in the Mudgie's sitting room.
That's interesting. Guess they were trying to make this a sort of a HQ of some level. Or at least a safe house, perhaps.
What floor was the guy that I shot in through the window? Second floor?
Say again?
I shot a guy through the window. He was on the second floor or first floor?
He was on the second floor. He was probably in the second floor bedroom.
Right.
The garage is mostly empty. It's been stripped of anything useful. You can see a few marks from where there's probably used to be a nice car parked here. There's a picture of two older men standing in front of a black vintage vehicle of some kind. Yeah.
Yeah, let's check the driver's room and the toilet and
driver's room. It's mostly empty. It looks like it used to be a bedroom for a son of some kind, but it's been mostly converted to garden storage.
okay.
The store is just the main pantry. Yeah, you make quick look through the laundry rooms and everything. The kitchen does catch your attention.
Okay.
There is, there's a box of half-eaten MOE, like Iraqi army MOE to eats, basically. There's a few, basic cooking supplies kind of spread throughout. Looks like Wissam kept a fair supply of like dry good dates and candies for visitors, but which have been raided and are spread throughout the room. You do notice that one side of the kitchen seems pretty clear of stuff, except for a few bottles of like bleach and ammonia.
So they were trying to scrub blood out. Where secondary bodies? Where's the bodies from the first incursion?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't notice any of the bodies from the first incursion here.
I don't like that.
That spot is about where you guys remember the two bodies were described by the police chief.
I don't like that one bit.
No.
So why would they clean it up? That's what I don't get.
Well, I mean, if they're living here, that makes sense. But where'd they put them?
That's a good question.
Right? Like, it's not that they've moved them that I'm suspicious about. It's where did they move them?
I'm gonna radio to Reinbach. Hey, Reinbach.
Aye.
On your drone pass, take a look for any grave sites.
Copy.
Human-sized patches of dirt that's freshly dug. We're not seeing any bodies from there.
You think these fuckers dug individual graves?
They might have done a mass grave. They actually, hell, they had the
They had an excavator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look for any tracks for the dozer.
Okay, what would that be? Search or
Yeah, search is good.
piss.
Oh,
Well,
what's the
what
other one?
I was gonna say
You can do pilot
alertness,
too.
but it's more for
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
No, you'd
You
probably
can-
be looking for
you can-
criminology.
Yeah, you can
Maybe-
roll your pilot too as well for this because are you doing it from the drone?
Oh,
Are you
that's a
using the
good
portable
point. I would
drone?
do it from the drone.
Yeah, we'll
What kind of
pilot
cameras
that.
does your drone have on it? Anything that would show up for like
I mean,
720 of God's own pixels.
oh. Okay.
And
Enhance.
okay.
128 thermal. Infrared? Yeah.
Does it have
I don't think-
infrared?
It's got a hacked digital. Basically, most cameras can see
Rolling.
infrared. You just got to have the right filters on it, and it's got one. It's a
50-50.
much lower refresh rate.
Nice. Looking
Would the
around,
disturbed dirt be
you
any different temp than the undisturbed?
Only if it was
Oh.
very recently disturbed. But you might be able to track tracks.
Well, if the body hasn't been, embalmed,
No,
all
no,
that
no,
stuff
no.
that,
The sand would be a
breaks down
different
makes
color
gas.
because
It's turned-
when
turned
you
up
dig it
recently.
up, you're pulling up
It's not-
sand
it
that
hasn't
hasn't been
reached that.
dried yet.
yeah.
It would be a
yes,
different
and it depends
color.
on how long.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
Because
also
you give it
because I mean
more than
you would have a
24.
disturbance in a very specific shape, like a square or rectangle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can try and see if you find it. If it hasn't been too long, it will be a different color.
Well, I got a success on my
Yeah.
drone pilot roll.
Yeah. So now that you kind of have a general goal of what you're looking for, you do another pass over with the drone. Instead of just looking for hostiles, you do notice, a trail of excavated tracks going out to one of the back orchards. And then at the end of the tracks, you do notice a terminus of a square of disturbed dirt.
All right.
Looks to be a good sized square. Size of a small
Mhm.
call.
Motier, I've got a. Where was that again?
In the kind of to the east in one of the orchard fields, there's a
Yeah,
open-ish spot.
towards
that's
the
been-
towards the orchard
disturbed.
fields. It looks like we got a possible disturbance site. They may have
Okay.
stumped them there.
Copy that, Reinbach. We'll go and investigate, and we'll also go pick up the body from back there.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and well, no, keep the drone in the air.
Yeah, keep looking, keep a lookout. See if you can't put a couple mile perimeter. You don't have too far on the range of that, unless you
Well,
can set
we got.
up a
I mean,
radio
as long as
tower.
I can see the road, you pretty much got a
Yeah,
decent.
it's fairly flat here.
Yeah, you got
got
a
a good-
decent view from the air from
So,
up here.
what kind of pictures are in the gallery?
So the gallery has some pictures, but it also has several statues of archaeological finds. You notice at the end of the gallery there is a series of three pictures. Unlike the other things in the room, these are photographs, blown up to a larger size, and they show a much younger Assam standing around. Looks like some sort of extended family. And then there's another picture showing, again, a younger Assam with several other people opening what looks to be some sort of business. And then there's another picture of Wassam standing on top of what looks like some sort of archaeological dig. There is a inscription below it, which shows that the Wassam family has owned a stone quarry to the east of Mosul for many decades. However, approximately 20 years ago, at the bottom of the quarry, a archaeological site was found, which Wassam was made lead architect of, as he was already a member of the Baghdad Museum's research and field archaeology team at the time, considering that his family directly owned the site, it was open up to the museum to explore. Um,
Hmm.
there's a small note from the museum director at the time, thanking them that instead of selling off the items for profiteering, that they open this up to the people of Iraq to explore.
Yeah, I want to take the pictures and the note and that stuff and check the backs of the pictures. See if there's anything written on the back of them.
Um, doesn't look like there's anything on the back of them except for that final one where it was some staying on the archaeological site. Um, there is a small note in Arabic.
All right. Yeah, I want to put those in my pack.
How
Is
big
there
are these
any like?
pictures?
They're pretty big. They're
Dude.
like 3 feet by 3 feet.
Oh shit.
We'll
Okay.
Yeah,
put those
they're
into
like-
the.
Yeah.
Like imagine at the museum where you go through all the exhibits, and at the back of it there's a picture of some rich guy, and it goes dedicated to the guy who paid for all of
Okay.
it.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
well-
we should grab them just in case.
We can
Do we
leave them
have
be,
a,
clear the house, and we can throw them into the
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
trucks
Do
when
we
we're done.
find a radio?
No,
You do going up to the second floor. You do find actually it's on the roof. You
Oh.
do find a small radio set on the roof. It is turned off as far as you can see.
Well,
Okay,
that's
what's
good.
it set?
All right.
We'll
I
pull
want
the
to check
codes
those
and stuff
guys, the
it's set
guys'
to.
pockets.
Yeah, good shit. We'll pull that, and I'll set mine to that frequency and start listening in on that band.
Go to that band. You do not hear anything for at least the first few minutes you're listening to it. You don't tune in and there's instantly something on the air.
That's useful. That's nice.
All right.
So we might still be quiet here, which would be good.
Okay.
Let's go ahead, clear the rest of it, find all the bodies, collect up all the weapons.
Yeah, I wanna go through the guy's pockets that the one guy that went upstairs first, and the guy that shit, what's his name?
We shot a guy off the gun, and somebody else took some stuff out of his pockets.
Yeah. Check his pockets.
In his pockets, you find a pack of cigarettes, which coincidentally are actually strictly illegal for these guys to have. It's considered bad discipline. And then you also find a fuse key for that radio.
Oh.
So this is the type of radio where you can disable it by essentially taking the on and off knob off and taking it with you. And so he had that in his pocket.
Okay. So I wanna.
Does this? I probably
go
don't know how to recognize this, but one of our SIGINT guys probably does. What does this looking at this radio, does it look? Is there anything abnormal about this, or is this just like some old Soviet, like, random surplus junk that these guys have gotten their hands on somewhere, right? Like, or is there something maybe here?
I can roll SIGINT.
Okay.
Nice.
So this is, as far as you can tell, a Soviet radio. But looking at the markings, you realize this was manufactured in Grozny in 1996 and issued to Soviet military. And then, but below that, there's a second set of stamps that in from some various other information that essentially used by the Chechen nationalist government.
Chechen?
Yes. So
Okay.
there was the small Chechen
For God's sake.
war in South Russia, and this was a official one used by the Chechen military of the.
So
at the time,
it's
official
Soviet
Chechen
junk
government.
twice. So it's Soviet junk
Oh,
twice over.
God.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
This radio's seeing some shit.
And then a lot of guys came out of the Chechen wars and ended up in Afghanistan because they had nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once you guys kind of see that, you start looking closer at these guys, and they're a little bit lighter skin than some of the guys you've dealt with. Their AKs are a little nicer. The military equipment is on more of the part Russian than Chinese,
So
which is
they're not Arabs, they're Russians.
So is this a bunch of Chechens?
maybe.
We'll have to collect a little bit more evidence to confirm that.
Start yelling at dude in Russian, the grenade guy. See what he does.
Well,
Then we'll
once
go
we
blow his friend's head off.
Yeah. We can
Do they
finish
have
this and
on
then
them
I will-
any sort of Is there any sort of religious iconography in the house?
No, I really set on doing that.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Like,
I've got Russian. I
or
will
like
yell
any
at
sort
the
of
fucker.
religious iconography on them? Like, are there any Korans in here?
Yeah. If you look around, you can find some pocket Korans.
Okay, on some of these guys.
No, not on the persons, but you find like a backpack, like in the area where they throw on the sleeping bags, and that has like a Koran in there.
Okay,
Some
so
throw-ups.
in somebody's personal effects. Okay.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't necessarily say anything.
So is there any like
Is the
just,
pack Milsurp
Yeah, Russian mill surplus.
Soviet?
Yep.
Is
Soviet
there any
translation.
identification documents on any of these guys?
Like
dog tags, anything like that?
You do find in the personal effect a set of dog tags.
Russian?
And it is Russian military.
Shit.
Any tattoos like Russian mob would have?
You do find on one of the bodies out front, there are some tattoos.
Like the prison ones?
Yeah, prison style.
What the
Any
fuck?
chance these guys are connected to the idiots that are going after Renko?
You don't know yet.
I'll take the pack of cigarettes, a lighter. I'll go
What
down
brand are
to
they?
the.
Do we hang on? Do you have any kind of photographic? Take pictures of the tattoos.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
document those. I've got a camera just for like
Okay,
doing.
get pictures of
forensic
mugshot
shit.
faces.
I'm
and,
doing faces, and then I'll do other identifying marks too.
Yeah. All right, tattoos. Because I want to go talk to our tame Russian and see if he recognizes any.
We've got two of them.
No,
Actually-
no. The one that
Renko.
back at base. Yeah, Renko.
Oh yeah, okay. See if he recognizes any of them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
mean,
talk to our prisoners.
I'm gonna go drag a
Hey,
body and start yelling at him in the corner.
No,
No, don't
Modier,
yell at them just yet. Yeah.
Go
No,
yell-
a body.
go yell
a body.
incoming in Russian, and we'll see if they flinch.
No. I'm just gonna pick up one of the guys off the side, like, thought you were dead. Come here, buddy. We and you gotta have a little talk.
No, like seriously,
Take
go
you around the
yell,
corner.
go yell like incoming or something like that in Russian, and we'll see how they react.
Well, don't yell to the grenade guy. It'd probably kill him.
Well, if
Guys
he
of fright.
understands it, that tells us something. I mean, we already strongly suspect that these guys are Russian or something, right? But
Okay, so didn't she yell at Russian at him before?
I
Modier?
know.
No, he was using
I was
shitty phrase
using
book
Arabic. Yeah.
Okay.
I was
He was
thinking
using-
of trying to use Russian,
Though,
but no.
though
I
for the
was thinking-
record, I don't think
Pharisee
anyone
and
passed any of those
Arabic
rolls.
phrases.
Yeah,
none of
us
us
did.
did.
No,
I
we
was,
didn't.
and I did not.
I was
started
yelling at them in
asking where
shitty
the local
Farsi.
bathroom was.
And he was yelling at them in shitty phrasebook Arabic.
Okay.
So I will go down, and so the instant spontaneous, I like that. I was thinking more along the lines of I go and have just a really nice chit chat, offer some cigarettes, go, wow, man, it's a hell of a day. It's strange
where-
you guys were out here.
Where are the
Terrible
smokes Russian?
Any Cyrillic on it?
I mean, they're a
Um,
brand.
They are local brand of cigarettes.
There's local brands of yeah, of course there are. Who am I kidding? Okay.
There's cigarettes
So they're
everywhere.
god awful, is what they are.
Unfiltered too, probably.
They are unfiltered and possibly good quality because it's not processed.
That's true.
Mm.
It might be
is
better
pure
than
tobacco.
regular stuff.
All right.
All right,
Does
so-
Okay, well I think we want to go ahead and start creating things up. We'll make sure we take the radio.
Yeah.
And I'll again just go through and document every room in the house.
I'm
Alrighty.
gonna just do something that might not work.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you check out the dude out in the orchard when you're done with what you're doing.
I'll head out there and tail ground.
I'm gonna go offer some cigarettes to our prisoners and speak to them in Russian, going, "Duh, this is a terrible, terrible day
Привет,
for us
товарищ.
That's a kid.
both. Привет, товарищ. Cigarette. It is very unlucky for you that
It's
we
gonna look like
happen
that
to be
scene in
by."
Hunt for Red October.
That's done, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna
Oh.
be rather personable,
Yeah. Give
almost
me
commiserate with them.
give me a persuasion out of +20.
Alrighty, I'll do persuasion
Hey, what was the
and
That's-
Russian
called?
Both successes.
with the +20.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the plus
there we
20
go.
and persuade is a critical then.
Yeah.
What was the mercenary group that was around in Blackwater?
Hmm?
Was it
Yeah,
called
executive
Blackwater?
outcomes.
Yeah,
just
they
Oh,
might
probably-
have.
executive outcomes, but that's a South.
That's.
Oh, I guess that isn't South African.
I mean,
Well, I'm just saying we're not wearing any kind of patches that identify us. There's nothing
Well-
saying we're American.
we're blatantly
we're not even
obviously
really
American.
wearing American.
Whether we're
mills.
acting as American soldiers is questionable, but we're blatantly obviously
we're-
American.
I don't
Yeah,
think
right.
anyone's
Running
got
around
darker skin. So
I'm just saying that there are mercenary groups around the area.
Mhm.
These guys
So-
are probably going to assume that we are we're clearly American or coalition in some way. At the very least, Western mercs, right? And Western mercs, well, I mean, they're gonna assume we're CIA.
Maybe I ought to talk to these guys actually. Called
Do
criminality.
you speak Russian?
I mean, technically,
No, but I speak criminal.
I'll help translate.
Just going bootleg cigarette.
So I'll play nice
I mean,
cop.
come on,
You
how many-
play
I'm
angry
pretty sure these guys actually probably speak English, or at least know some.
Maybe.
again. I can translate. I will translate. I'll play nice cop. You
I
play
think we
angry
probably want to have this conversation somewhere else, if we can help it. But yes, definitely, just talk to him, make nice with him for a little bit while we get everything loaded up.
Yeah. All right,
If
well,
we can
let's
get
go
him
with-
compliant, that'll make life so much easier.
Cop. Yeah,
Alright.
see, a little less known is the fact that some of the best intelligence we got while over in the sandboxes was when you had the angry people going in with the not quite advanced interrogation techniques, but and then they'd leave, and then you'd have some subordinates come in with some nice coffee or tea, and just
Yeah.
chat them up normal.
You just get them talking, right?
Yeah, and
You
you'd be
get
surprised at-
somebody talking, and you just keep them talking, and you just keep writing.
Oh, I
Yes.
can do worse cop, so wants to be bad cop.
We'll let Colby.
Who's
do
incompetent
work-
cop?
Bad cop.
Right now, you have 10 fingers and 10 toes.
And it's
many
gonna
can you
stay
live
that
without?
way, right, Master
How many
Sergeant?
how many can you live without? I have a hammer. I can find a
That's
sickle.
subjective. All right.
Mhm.
So Monier, as you get the guy talking, right? You start learning a good bit. So, this guy, what's his name? There should be several name drops.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them, aren't there?
Yes, and also
I'm not saying I found the module, but I may have found the module.
yes, and also
You're doing very well with it.
Thank you. There's so many owls. Okay, there's lots of guys named Al.
Yes.
Alcohol.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's the region.
Because usually I shorthand the front of people's words to front of people's names to help remember them, but in this, it just all becomes Al. So I'm like, it's one of the owls. I'm like, oh, and there's 5 of them. It's like when you're studying Turkish history and everyone's named Pasha.
Can we get these guys really, really drunk?
Okay.
See what they say.
His name is Shapirov. Okay. Shapirov is a Chechen soldier, right? Fought in the Chechen War, all that stuff, and has fled to the Middle East working for various causes, essentially as a mercenary, right? As you get talking with him, you get the sense of that, and then you of course start asking like, why he's here, what's going on? He basically says he's honestly happy to be captured because he's tired of this craziness, apparently, and he works for a guy, Lieutenant Colonel Abu al Shishani, who is a Chechen veteran. He was contacted to assist in securing various prisoners. So he has spent the last couple of days capturing prisoners, and then was told to join this unit to secure this building and retrieve a list of valuables. That's when he got here, and then stuff started getting spooky. His immediate officer, some lieutenant, but a lieutenant in the Chechen military is essentially like being, a
So this
captain. in another
these
one,
guys
just
are acting
attrition rate.
as like this is a
Yeah.
wholesale unit of the breakaway Chechen armed forces, which
Yes.
has come down here and is acting as mercenaries.
Yes.
Okay.
Wholesale professional. Yeah.
Okay.
How very
Does
Hotel
he-
Moscow of them.
Does he have a list of the valuables they were supposed to secure?
He's like, yes, and he goes up and, the lieutenant had them, and he points to the body of the guy that had tattoos.
Okay. And then the other thing I want to do.
Oh,
Where are
out if
their
anyone's made
personal effects?
contact
I want to
with on
grab
the
those.
radio.
Like our 2 survivors, I want to get their personal effects and take them out with us.
They're pretty easy to find, in various spots and the things. The other dude, the show shock dude's still a show shocked. He's a little calmer now, but he only occasionally talks and adds things. He seems younger than most of the other guys here. Yeah.
Can I drop another grenade by his feet?
Yeah, most of these guys are actually in their 30s, it looks like,
So
which
they'd
is
have
pretty
been-
old for this area and this
Yeah,
job
so they'd
profession.
have been 18, 19 in the Chechen War. Is my math right
Yeah,
there? And then
That's probably right. It's 2006. The Chechen War was late 90s. I mean, early 90s.
so yeah, they'd have been like 18, 22, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Though the show shock guy looks too young, possibly too young to have been in that.
And
But he might have been
they
a
picked him up
victim
along
of
the
it.
way,
Mhm.
or he's one of their kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we'll get their
All right,
personal
so-
effects, document everything
so-
in here.
Because we showed up and have disrupted your operations, this Abu al-Shashani, who is he going to have to be pissed off at?
Oh, Shoshani, Habush, and then the asshole himself. What is his name? El Nashdaq.
Nejdek?
It's somewhere here, but give me a second.
Didn't Renko mention Nejdek?
Oh, maybe I missed something. Oh yeah. No, it's Al Adui. That asshole Adui and his Nashbadi army.
By the army.
N-
Okay.
Nashbadi army. There's a lot of consonants. You know this as if you look in briefings, the final line of the introduction to our Takriti has his superior, which is Aldoi. So the lieutenant colonel looks for
Izat
Al-
Ibram Aldori,
mhm,
Nashbande. Okay, cool.
yes. So Istabin Aldoi's supreme commander, Jerry Habush Takriti is the uh, head of the intelligence, and then it sounds like
So
this Lieutenant Colonel.
Jalil Altakriti is
Mhm,
in this guy's direct chain of command then too?
yes,
Okay.
he's in charge of internal intelligence and counterintelligence, and Abu Aj Sani works has been working for him as
Who were they contracted for?
they were contracted from Decreti, it sounds like, and have been doing his hands-on stuff.
So they're doing warlord shit.
Yeah, and it sounds like because Decreti is the intelligence officer, they've been doing some of the internal policing, as it were.
Yeah, he needed some guys who weren't connected to anything to come in and take care of what
So,
needed to take care of.
What do we do with these guys?
Take them back to base.
Yeah,
And
we'll need to
what?
have some separate holding, but as at this point they are do not talk to prisoner
I
of
mean,
wars.
we're in a police station. There's going to be holding cells.
Indeed. Additionally, I'd love to perhaps apologize to your commanding officers for the disrespect that we've shown them and the failure of their men. Do you know how I might be able to reach them?
He goes, well, um, we're supposed to report every 2 hours over the radio and he says the radio band that the radio was set to.
Well, ain't that useful. I look at my watch.
When
Is
was
it
your last
nearing-
report?
Yeah.
2 hours ago.
He's like,
We need to leave.
what time? He's
Get
like,
away!
he has to get what time it is,
I have to
and
tell him the time.
yeah, and he goes, it's probably about an hour 30 minutes ago.
Nah, we got 30 minutes before we hit the bolt.
Or before we can properly raise him. Ooh. Oh,
if you miss
hold
it,
on.
who's come? If you miss that, who's coming to check on you?
Yeah.
The active combat patrol will come.
Shit.
They got a couple
Would
of
that
BMPs.
be Chechens or locals?
That'd be Chechens. They have
BMPs.
BMPs, and they have two. What do you Americans call them? Is it the tank?
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
T-55s?
T-54s.
The younger brother, smaller one.
The World War II fuckers?
BMPs?
No. We respect ourselves, good sir. No. No, my grandfather maybe, but no. He goes, yes, yeah, probably T50, T54, probably, yes.
Alright, I want to get the recoilless rifle mounted up on the pintle hitch.
I don't want to be here.
I know, but I want to get the recoilless rifle on the pintle hitch just in case.
Yeah.
I think we had it set up on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to go get that fetched and set up and ready.
And load faster.
Yes.
So yeah, we got limited time here. Well, because when they miss the check-in, they're going to start coming, I assume, if they're not already in the area. Let's get that AM4 loaded.
Somebody else is doing the lifting. I've got a bum arm. I got
Yeah,
shot.
me,
Alright.
Olsen, Reinbach, Spike.
Yeah.
Aaron's here too.
I
so
hope
he's-
you know
Aaron
that
is
Cole
strong
is
as
going
fuck.
to milk getting shot for like the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Christ.
Which is fair. I mean, he did get shot, but
Yeah, no.
as a
so-
note,
And I don't
As
know
in,
if
I'm
you'll be able to get a
guessing-
purple heart for it.
Yeah, I'm guessing you guys also check the list from the lieutenant, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You see all the stuff listed from that we already listed from downstairs. There's two things you see that you're missing. One says a safe, and the other says the golden statue.
So is the amphora named?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Chuckles.
Wait, what?
It is listed as there's like a
Yeah.
nickname for it, but it roughly translates to the throne.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so we got a golden statue around here. I'm
just gonna
I
start
will ask our
knocking-
prisoners. Hey, where? Golden statue. Where does? Was this still inside, or was this already moved?
He points upstairs and he goes, "It's in the master bedroom."
Okay.
And the safe?
Outstanding. And the
Go
safe?
get it.
Same place.
All right.
Okay.
He has his office and bedroom up there has those items.
Hey, turn around here for a second. I'm gonna move his I'm gonna uncuff him and move his hands to in front of him and recuff him.
Okay.
Seriously?
It's more comfortable that way.
He's like,
Just you know.
Yeah, it's also easier
Yeah.
to strangle your ass.
and he can point now.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
easy.
point.
Would be
It's-
easier for him to strangle somebody, but
I
like
mean, he's got about like 5 seconds
He's-
before people are going to be beating him unconscious or shooting him.
it's a gesture of good faith, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, he goes, I hear you Americans have better food.
Oh, we've got great food. I hear they got prime. I hear they got prime rib that they're serving.
Have,
They-
have one of them
prime
try
rib.
these what you call Mickey D's?
Yeah, we got one of them in a sea can.
And we'll have a fresh order of ice cream coming in on the next helicopter.
Jesus.
No, thank God.
Nah, ice cream machine's broke.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
some
the
things
worst.
even the supernatural can't fix.
It's just the slurry mix. Yeah, no ice cream machine.
Not even Cthulhu can fix the ice cream machine at McDonald's.
Yeah, as you guys head upstairs, get to the master bedroom. In a corner of it is a classic, mahogany desk of like a seasoned academic. One wall is full of books. These don't seem to be as old as the ones downstairs. They also tend to be on things of like, Islamic theology and Muhammad's a cool guy, and
So
various
this,
things
yeah,
like that.
this is the please don't shoot me bookshelf.
Yes.
I'm still gonna take each book, rifle through, make sure there's nothing in the pages, or
Yeah.
one of them's not hollowed out, holding out a
There might be a
nice
lot
chunk
to
of
go through.
something. Could be,
Yeah.
but this is
Yeah.
a full flip throw.
Alright, I want to ask this guy a couple questions before we take off with him.
Yeah, go for it. The other thing you notice
Easier to
in the master bedroom also is there is a large, not large, a medium-sized blue-colored safe in the middle of the room with some rough drag marks on the beautiful wooden floor all the way back towards the closet.
How heavy? I'm gonna try to
is
lift
it
it. How
open?
heavy is it?
It's probably a good 350.
Oh wait, hang on.
You get
Yeah.
a couple
Fuck.
people.
And also, yeah, is it open?
It's not open. It looks like it's been
I have lots of it.
scratched
We'll
a
go-
few times.
We'll go get the toes.
Nope,
we'll
there
go
it
get some
is.
straps. Get the thing.
Alright,
if you can
Olsen.
pop it open real quick.
He just did.
Yep.
That was almost a
Oh,
I
crit.
got this.
Yeah, you pull out your old stethoscope. You notice actually the type of safe it is. It's German made, but it's German made from 50 years ago.
These
And
things
so-
were really good back in the
East
day.
German.
West German. Mhm.
Quality.
Oh,
yeah,
these things are damn good.
the things that Wassam has in his house that bought here tend to be nice.
Mhm.
And so as you're looking through it, you
He's
put up
spared no expense 30 years ago.
yeah,
Before
exactly.
he went crazy.
It's a fairly
Dinosaurs got him.
yeah. It's so analog and it's so dry up here that the clicking is so crisp. It's the clean running safe, and so you can just easily click, 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 and it goes open. Mhm.
Beautiful.
I come back up the stairs with the toe straps and start hauling the thing down.
No,
Why are you hauling it? It's open.
it's open.
It's open.
Stop
It'd be
dragging
nice
the
to-
damn thing.
It might
Yeah,
be,
this
it might
Yeah.
I'm
be
probably
nice
just
to
sitting
have
on.
a good
I'm
save.
sitting on the damn safe as you're dragging out the door. Like, just wait a second, god damn it.
You're almost done. He starts dragging it away from you.
the thick wall is open, and inside you see a small golden statuette. There is a set of 3 leather journals. There's a couple of papers. There was a gold bar.
Yoink.
And
Okay, wait, don't touch anything. Don't
Yes.
touch anything.
Yeah.
I want
Photos,
I want
photos,
a bag,
photos.
pictures. I want a bag. No skin to object contact. We are not touching this shit. We are bagging it and taking it out of here.
yeah, there was a small mahogany
even
box
look at
also.
I mean,
Just
the gold
hey,
bar is probably
Load it up
okay.
and get it out.
Master Sergeant, we're
Uh,
gonna take one set of photos with that gold bar in there, one set of photos without it in there,
Mm.
so
fine.
that
For
we
no
can present.
particular reason, huh?
No
All I
reason.
want is to make sure that no one touches anything with their hands, just in
Oh, yeah.
case.
Combat
something-
gloves are on the
we
whole
already-
time.
Yeah, like we already saw something spooky downstairs. Whatever you looked at, what the hell did you even see in that thing when you looked in there?
Oh, you know what? Maybe we get into that a little bit later.
Okay, but I saw your face, so and then what? The hell, I saw the arm, so yeah. Let's just not fuck around with whatever this shit is. Let's just get it taken care of in a bag, and then don't look at it.
I think that might be the smartest thing I've ever heard you say.
There was a small mahogany box. It's about a foot by 8 inches, by about 4 inches.
And then you have
by-
someone else open it. We're behind bulletproof glass.
I'm not opening that in here.
Oh no, God no, none of that shit. You know, we
Yeah.
find someplace safe with it, like
Bag it
yeah,
and throw it in
no.
a truck and let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we are on a clock.
All right.
I think at the 2-hour mark, we want to leave whether we have everything or not.
Yes.
Correct. We are making fast tracks at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
All right.
So going downstairs, I'm just going to take from a couple of your search rolls combined. You managed to get the books and stuff downstairs, and the cases kind of land in 4 different groups. The cases, there are 10 cases, and they divide into 2 groups or 5 groups each. One case is a group of tablets and stuff that seem to be recreations of the other set in Arabic. It seems like there's some process by way of making the tablets with like the thickness of the impression or whatever it is, but they are some sort of manuscript or story that are loosely translated into Arabic. The 5 other cases are much, their contents seem much older, much more worn. They seem in some ancient language, similar but different than the stuff on the M4.
We need both sets.
I think I document the Arabic set and we take the old set. If we don't have the time to get them
Yeah.
both.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Get
yeah,
pictures,
yeah.
but
And,
those
yeah.
are books, and that's a lot of pictures.
Yeah. The Arabic set, each case is 10 tablets, and there's 5 cases, so there's 50 total tablets.
Oh,
That should take
God.
very long to take pictures of.
Yep. Start
Yeah.
moving.
Okay.
You know what? I'll tell you what. We should probably just shell shock, maybe not. See if we can get some of our prisoners to lend some hands on this lighter stuff.
I don't know that we want to have them
No.
moving around.
Keep them away.
Both of them seem reluctant to the idea. They really do.
Fair
not wanna go
enough.
that route.
Well, I discuss it with these lads first.
I do
Yeah,
wanna
even
talk
at,
to
I
them
guess,
about
even
it.
at right gunpoint, they
Yeah.
might
Right.
not want to.
I'm outside.
Well, I really don't. I don't want to
No.
put somebody fooling with things that can end reality at gunpoint.
Yeah,
That just seems like a
yeah.
bad idea.
I do want to find out how many bodies they put in that pit back there.
Like you never know if
Yes.
one of them Chechen boys is just gonna be like fuck it and flip the M4 back open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Well, hard to with the duct tape holding it all together.
Yeah, the basic point stands though.
While I'm outside, I'm
Speaking
gonna
of,
roll an alertness just to make sure we're
is the
clear.
bed upstairs still have a bed sheet on it?
The bed upstairs does have a sheet on it. Some of the stuff in that room seems oddly undisturbed. Besides, like the desk looks like it's been rifled through, and of course the safe has been moved from its spot in the closet.
Okay, that's. So it must have been the lieutenant taking some pride in his space. I would hope. Otherwise, I'm going to grab the
Possibly.
bed sheet and bring that down to the M4, cover it up, and then let's get it moved.
Yes. Do you want us to roll anything for packing shit?
Yeah. Well, let me finish describing the books here because that's going to be the decider. So, about 3/4 of the books, on various archaeological topics and stuff. There was another set, a quarter of them or so, that seem to stick out for various reasons. Either A, they're closer to the desk and seem to have been picked up more, or B, they seem to match those tablet sets in terms of the script, right?
Grab them.
Yeah, there's also a couple journals that seem similar to the 3 journals you found in the safe. Like
Let's
the
get
same,
journals and let's get the funky
the
books
same
and leave the archaeological. Take what we can, but have that secondary,
Mhm.
and just load everything up in the cars.
Yeah. If you don't take that 3/4 of the books, you can definitely fit both sets of cases.
Hell. So I guess technically we would definitely want to see if we can shove the journals into a crate because some
Yeah,
secondary
that's
The things that obviously seem to be part of this like journal set, those take like barely a box. It's like
Okay.
3 journals in the safe, and then there's about 5 or 6 other ones in the downstairs. Right. The
So,
rest
like,
of these things seem to be like reference books and textbooks.
The other reference books. Can we get pictures of them, of the covers?
You can definitely get pictures of all the spines and all the names.
So then we can at least have some reference point to go by if we need to.
Yeah, and then take a video and flip through the pages, and I'll help.
Yeah.
Flip.
I don't think we have time for that. But
just
I'll
get-
make
just
what
get the
what I'll do.
covers.
I'll get covers and I'll get like inside the front cover. There's like the
Author
publishing
names.
information.
Yeah,
Good idea.
we can always find later. Probably.
Yeah, if you guys just do that, you can get a pretty good chunk of the reference books that way, and then you have enough space for everything else. Contents
Okay,
of the
I
safe,
think that's what we'll do then.
Perfect.
the cases.
That's what we'll do.
all that
And
stuff.
I'm gonna need a shitload more film.
Well,
Okay.
we each got camera, and we each got film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Finally
weapons
together,
and
yeah,
stuff
you-
we found here,
you-
is there
you have
any
just
other stuff
enough
we
film.
can use?
I
Sorry,
think
go ahead.
we take the weaponry. We take all the weaponry here.
Yes.
I know, but do we actually need any of it? I'm asking.
No, but it's denial for the enemy. We'll be taking it and
Always
then
bench-
destroying it,
just-
or
or
you
just
think
trash
put
it.
it all
Well-
into a pile.
Well, I was thinking we throw it all inside and put some deck charges and blow the shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
not ammo we actually use,
I mean, we can always use the ammo.
Or trade it.
Yeah, there's a
Use it as
7.62 by
trade.
39 is always going to be useful.
couple of
The guns I probably don't need unless there's something nice.
yeah. Is there
Besides the
anything-
guns, there's the hand
anything
grenades.
special?
Hand grenades we want to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
them.
Yeah, they don't really have any more complex skill than that, really.
Yeah, they've got
I
what, like
think there's
Makarovs?
maybe-
Do they have
What was the
AKMs or
machine gun?
AK-74s?
They have AKMs.
Okay. I mean, these are nicer than the ones we were pulling out of evidence.
Yes.
Well, then let's leave the evidence ones. Take theirs.
Yeah.
Actually, the lieutenant has an AK-74U.
Ooh.
I'm taking that.
It's a
I
nice
want
little
that.
weapon.
It's
there.
mine now.
No compacting.
That's the cut down version, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's for tank crews and vehicles.
All right. So let's
All right.
let's check the old AKs that we had and take their M's.
I mean, let's just take
Yes.
them all. I mean,
Well,
realistically
and then-
speaking, right? Like, they don't take that much space. And
Like if you're just piling them, like. On a
thing
roof
is, do we
canal
need
or
to
whatever,
return at some point, allegedly, return any of the AKs to evidence, or is it all just sort of been pen whipped into our...
they're not really
he was just
expecting them
happy to
back.
see us leave and doesn't want us to come back.
legally, they should probably come back.
Legally, they should go
However,
back. But these are the thing. The reason they even gave them to you is that these are things they are not part of a current case. They're like stuff found randomly, in
Right.
various weapon searches. There's no owner, right?
yeah, like,
We don't
nobody's
care.
ever
Alright.
going to come
AKs
looking
onto
for
a
these
pile.
things for anybody to get in trouble about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is stuff that can disappear.
Yeah.
AKs onto
It
a
did
pile with the
I mean,
It's less
stuff we're
paperwork for
trying to
them as
burn.
well.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's
sir.
good.
Some crazy Americans came in here and stole our shit.
Yeah.
They went that way.
Honestly, you could probably stack the AKs individually. It'd be taking all the weirdly shaped banana clips with you. That'd probably
Yeah.
actually be the most
that's
awkward
fine.
part.
I'll just throw. I mean,
Somebody
like, I'll just
has a
like
box
hug a
sitting on their
bag of
lap.
them,
Don't
right?
care.
Like,
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
All right.
what was their machine gun?
GPMK,
Any
A
good or not?
GPMK.
which
Okay.
that's a 7.62 by 54 modernized light machine gun, medium machine gun.
So
Not
equivalent
terrible,
to,
but
like, an
it pales in
M60
comparison to the
equivalent?
50.
Yeah, it's also pretty darn heavy.
Also, our pig gun, I think, Colhart or Darren would like the pig gun more than.
Yeah, the pig gun is
GPMK.
about 10 pounds less than this thing.
Yeah, and that's the pig gun. So yeah, no, we'll put that on the pile with the rest of it. Then I'll for the enemy, and then I don't know about dead cord. I certainly have got not tannerite, thermite.
Thermite?
Yeah, you guys got thermite, and I'm gonna say you have a small container of like dead cord, like 1 or 2 C4 or something. That seems reasonable.
I mean, if we just want to junk them, then like we don't need to thermite them.
It's to burn them,
That'll work.
burn the shit we're leaving behind.
Fair, fair. I'm still not sure I'm totally on board with burning them. Like, if we can take them, I think we should.
Yeah, we'll take what we can, but we are leaving. Enemies are coming, and I want to make sure that they've got no clue what was here. I mean, they might
know
have a clue,
they know
but
what was
they
here.
don't-
Somebody gave them that list.
Yeah, they'll know what's here, but they wanted it for a good damn reason, and I want to deny them anything that we can leave behind.
Mm-hmm.
Delay.
You're roboting.
Also, yeah, also your internet's picking
You know
up.
what? I said I'd like to put a grenade tripwire in the basement.
Sure.
that's probably
Yeah,
fair,
we can rig it as we leave, but we'll have to do
Yeah.
that at the end. Let's get
Give it
everything
a
loaded.
whole,
so we got everything loaded.
Give it a whole string of grenades.
Yeah.
Make
Well,
it a
it's
nice
like,
big
you know,
boom.
You got a couple extra. This is a good kind of grenades between these
Like
guys.
and
We can use
just one
grenades.
one dud just to drop out, or one with the pin in it.
Oh
so-
yeah,
just
here's an
hide.
idea. Put the dud at the door, and then several more strung along after it. So the first one's like, "Oh crap! Oh no, that was a dud," and then they step in, boing, dead. The whole room goes up.
All right, I'll let you set that up. But yeah, let's. Can we say we've gotten boxes moving into cars,
Yes.
Yeah,
trucks?
yeah. Let's give her that, and get out of here.
Amphora, lifted, loaded, heated. And I guess it'd be nice to check out that mass grave, but that's way too much time Then but we know the location, so we can let the police know. They can take a look at it here, and who knows how long. Maybe fight for it again.
Several years later.
Ask the guy how many bodies you put in there.
Yeah, that'd be good. So go ahead, get loaded up.
Yeah.
Get on the road. Oh, don't forget that painting in the gallery.
Oh yeah.
Or that photo.
Yep, those are the photo with the Arabic on the back. Yeah, well, that's already in there.
Maybe just a nice painting or two, pluck it out of the frame and roll it up.
Yeah, there's a few nice paintings here, a few historical artifacts that seem to be just normal historical artifacts, not evil ones.
Indeed.
I mean, we can always rescue for a museum.
So do we want to try to get some extra time?
Yeah, I'm going to say there's about 5 minutes left before that 2-hour mark after all this is loaded.
Okay.
And also mind, if they miss the 2-hour mark, that doesn't mean we're going to just show up immediately, but we should be a good distance away before they see us.
And these radios aren't exactly good. A short message back of we're good to go.
Just like maybe like fake like some bad interference or something. The old Star Trek, crank the knob.
Yeah, and then with the basic all clear, I could certainly try that. That might buy us time. They might radio back some concern.
I think it's a better idea to just say nothing.
Get gone. Yeah, fair enough. We'll just get gone.
Because if we just say nothing, then they might just be like, oh, well, somebody drive over and then make sure those fuckers are awake.
Yeah.
If we try to give a bad signal, if we try to spook something and get found out, then they're coming over here pronto.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Any chance they'd have aircraft?
Not on us.
No, we couldn't get anything scheduled.
They'd have air. Highly unlikely.
They have aircraft.
Oh.
Highly unlikely.
I would be amazed if they
the
had.
The U.S. Air Force is up there.
I'd be amazed if they had like one of those like little, what was it, like the gyrocopters? One of those little one-man units.
I got ultralight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd be amazed if they had that.
All right.
The only friendly Air Force in this area is friendly to your enemy. Air Force in this area is Iranian, and they're not coming for these guys.
No.
Okay.
They're not crossing. They know better.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's just grab our shit and go. Should we take the radio with us, though?
That's coming. Their radio with us,
and we're monitoring that frequency.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say Reinbach would try to grab like a nice landscape painting at least before bolting.
Screw it. Take what you can. This is take anything not bolted down,
and then blow the place up.
Yeah.
Any good booze around?
In this country?
In this country?
Oh yeah. No, go take a look through the kitchen.
Well,
see if the Chechens brought any vodka.
He's not really. I mean, the guy really wasn't all that.
Devout.
You managed to find a bottle of white cooking wine way in the back.
Yeah, well,
the pantry.
It's something.
Hardly.
At least be better than
I might
There's
be able
some
to
delicious
distill
juice in the fridge.
Oh, that could be a perfect accelerant, though.
No.
Oh.
No, wine. It's got
really
wine's not
really
does not have the
That's
ABV.
fair. Okay.
Any cooking oil to mix it with the.
There's some excellent fresh fruit and some dates.
I'm having some dates.
Yeah. Grab some fresh fruit. Don't let it scare me.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna need a drive and a navigation on the way back, y'all.
Okay.
From everybody, or what are we doing here?
The highest can pick. This is basically the convoy leader.
Let's see. Does anyone have navigate? I'll take navigate.
I got navigate.
Oh.
And I
I
did
go
not
for
navigate.
Sherman for drive because I think he has a good drive.
I mean, I have a 60 in navigate.
Okay. I got 40 in drive and navigate.
Damn it. Okay, I fell by 7. Shit, that ain't good. Well,
What
I
is
guess we're
wrong
going
with you
back
people?
roads.
I can't read.
Okay,
I
fine.
thought I had
I'll try
60
navigate.
navigate.
God damn. Here we
Oh, well.
go again.
Where? So apparently the map got shredded in the firefight, or maybe got left
It
behind.
got blown away because one of us got
Well, we
startled.
keep looking for street signs, and street signs don't exist.
Dang.
It's great.
Look at that.
I mean, getting back to town is not hard. It's just a straight shot down
Getting
the
through
road.
town.
Getting
Booba.
back to town, not through town,
Yeah.
to town. Getting through,
And we're all
getting back,
and
getting
we're
through
all-
the town is the hard part. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is amazing.
As you guys are driving, you take a few turns, and you
And we horrible.
get on what you think is the right
Run over
right
a
highway.
lamppost.
And you see a big sign for a bill, and you're on the outskirts of what looks like some sort of settlement. It looks somewhat familiar. You also see a woman standing out in front of her house crying.
Great.
Fuck. All right.
Want to try to ask her for directions?
What's she wearing?
Yeah.
She's wearing a burqa, like
Burqa?
the stuff. She's facing her front door and just weeping. You know,
You guys really want to stop or don't really look exactly?
I'm
what
stopping.
friendly?
Yeah. I could ask for some directions since you people don't know squat diddly about where we're going. Like, come on. Meanwhile, it was
Hey,
my
None of us
have
has
responsibility to make sure
passed
where the map
navigate.
was
That's
at.
beautiful.
I told you I don't drive. I probably
you're
crashed
an-
the back of in front of me.
You were a pilot. You're supposed to be able to navigate anywhere.
What are you talking about? He's used to radar
I
nav
navigate
beacons.
in the skies, dude. There's no
There's no
sky
roads
down
up
here. I'm
there.
on the ground.
there's
Yeah.
no sky down here.
Anyway,
I
see,
fly by
I'll,
God didn't
smell,
put
man.
roads in the sky, damn it.
I'll
I fly
stop.
by smell.
I'll stop the convoy. Open up with Russian. Shit. Should I? Fuck it.
He just-
I'm gonna open up with some
That's
Russian.
a scare.
Hello, miss. I apologize for the intrusion, but we are a little bit lost. Could you assist us?
The lady keeps crying. Roll me a
I would like to just walk up to her and ask, "What did he do?" In
Oh.
English.
I am well keyed into this situation.
Okay.
You want alertness?
Yes.
Duh. I'm looking at the map, confused of why that's in a
I'm
different
not.
language.
You guys, the people who succeed, look towards the woman's house, and you notice the front door is ajar, and you see at the bottom of the door there is a hand laying on the door frame, devoid of skin and slowly dripping down onto the door
Oh
frame.
fuck! Oh fuck! Nope! Nope! No! 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 Back of the truck! Back of the truck!
So what the fuck's going on out
Back
here?
to the
Matt?
goddamn truck!
Huh?
Hey guys,
That
what
singing
happened?
thing. Get back in the fucking truck!
That's
Get
what I'm
back in
saying.
the
What?
fucking truck!
Oh
That
Jesus!
is-
I'm moving the recoilless
This-
rifles and aim at the goddamn door.
I found the
Get
swarm.
back of the truck! Get back of the truck! I'm blowing the fucking house up.
Yeah,
If this was the
just
back in the
swarm,
truck
that
now.
lady would be dead too.
I don't
Yeah, she's
care.
just-
She
Get
might
she's
back
have
just
come
of
in
the
later.
truck.
The swarm was here a little bit earlier.
I'm gonna
so you
like
must have just
bundle
missed it,
her
but we
back
are
towards one
Go
of the
back of the truck, guys! Come on!
You
Come
think
on,
I
children,
won't
we
just
are
randomly
leaving.
anoint a
Driving.
woman?
Who's bundling
And-
her?
Me, Meyer.
Yeah, you pull her, like, you pick it up, you notice that there's a dropped, like, morning water jug next to her, and you just start, escorting her to a vehicle, I'm guessing.
Yeah, get her in
Yes.
the vehicle. Let's just go.
We are leaving.
Oh yeah.
Where the heck?
Please don't make this.
Like looking back over her shoulder. Where are we?
Boo. Let me know.
Give me
No,
Someone get
another
up, wake
drive
up the-
navigate.
I want to find the other thing I want to do before I leave is I want to find a rattle can and put like
Oh my
some
God.
kind of mark on the front of this house.
Okay.
Got no clue
Please.
where we're going, but I'm only
Please.
missing 1% on that drive.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
Mark X.
I got to drive.
Yeah.
Just barely. But I got it.
Yeah. Doing a UE, you managed to find a bit on the map. You figure out where you were, and also where you need to go. And you managed to get back to
Finally.
Mosul without incident.
Okay.
It's like sundown by
Oh,
this
that's very
point.
Okay,
we kinda
so
just
I got
abducted
great
that
It's probably
woman.
like afternoon. You know.
Okay, good. Good,
You,
good,
you
good.
lost a few hours, but
Oh,
you
shit.
didn't get any too much trouble.
So, Sergeant, you kind of just abducted that woman. Granted, you probably just saved her life, but this is nowhere near her home.
Well, we're taking it to a police station, though.
Yeah, you really think
What,
she's
you want me
gonna
to
wanna
fucking
go
leave her
back
there?
in there with still got skin?
Not our mission. A. B.
Not our mission.
She's not
You
dead,
stopped
so I'm not sure
mid
she was
our
around
mission.
to witness and provide anything useful.
You were the one who stopped the convoy. Yet you made
To
it
get
our
some,
mission.
to
Well, should we have a navigator with us? Let's just keep our navigator. We
yeah,
can't talk
okay.
because none of us speak Arabic.
I mean, I haven't tried to talk to her. She might speak English. I don't know.
Fuck it. We'll sort this out back at base. Give her a bus
something's
fare.
in there. That fuck was skin.
Yeah, no, that was. Congratulations, we found the latest attack on the swarm. I'm surprised. I could have sworn I set up a alert for any sort of weather radar anomalies to pick up.
Well, maybe it didn't ping. Who knows?
Maybe it didn't ping.
How long ago was it that?
This morning,
How long ago
probably.
did
She
it
went to
Yeah,
get
it would've
water
been
and
this
came back,
morning.
and everybody else was dead.
She's been standing there that long though?
She must have just rocked up. Not more than maybe 10 minutes.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen some distraught people cry for a while.
Yeah, you know, you
How
will
long
have
was the
to ask
grenade
her.
guy standing there? Let's let the cops ask her when we get her back to the station. They speak
Yeah.
the language.
We're not
she's- right
dropping
now
the
she's riding
M4 off at
around-
the station.
Oh, no.
We're going to the base first to drop our shit, and then going to the station to debrief our detective. If we need to. I don't know if we need to involve
let's
the
put her in
detective
one of the
anymore.
cars. Wait, no, shit, we took all the seats out of the car.
I'll
So-
take her and the other two prisoners, and I'll head straight back to the station.
Someone should go
I'm
with you.
coming with you. Got to
Okay.
debrief the detective, let him know what's up, what's happened so far. I'm not going to tell him too
Alright.
much
I mean,
about
of-
what we found.
Speaking out of character, of all of us, you're the one who probably most best equipped to handle like cataloging and getting all this shit logged properly.
Yeah.
You got a point. I got some half decent bureaucracy.
And like you're the,
I'll
you were a
go
supply
on
guy, right?
a support.
That would be
from
Darren.
Spike.
Yeah, Spike's
Yeah.
here too. Yes, so
Oh, yeah, so let's Spike handle the bureaucracy crap.
he's an officer. That's what they're there for.
Yes.
I'm
At
helping.
least I assume that's what they're there
Who
for. I
else
can't
is
figure out what
thinks?
else they
Go
do.
that way.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, that's kind of
So-
close.
Look, stand around, and look pretty. Okay, just do it over that way.
All right,
You,
you
don't want to
guys,
see what we're doing. You'll be happy if you don't see what we're doing.
you guys make your way back to the corner of the Mosul police station that is kind of sits out for you guys. I'm guessing Maya, when you get to the station, you check in the woman just with the local police. They
Yes.
have female police liaisons that come over
Um,
and take her off your
yeah.
hands and save you from the social.
Not sure what exactly happened.
Yeah.
Witness to some kind of violent crime.
If she says anything unusual, let us know.
Picked up for personal safety. I want a transcript of this on my desk.
Yeah.
Yes, and the officer's
You
like
a desk?
totally understood. Like Like he's going the motions like, this is understandable that you you just grabbed this woman. Like, we get it. If you're this heavily armed, then whatever it was is way more dangerous than you guys. And they're like, okay.
Oh, and I turned my armband back around.
Yeah. He's
I
like,
just turned it inside out. That was my disguise.
Oh, jeez.
God damn it!
Excellent disguise.
Seriously? You had the whole time.
armbands are cool, okay?
Oh, my lord.
Hey, you know what? You gotta go with what you got, and that's fine. So we'll talk to the detective, debrief him on...
Mirrored MP looks vaguely like Cyrillic. They'll assume I'm Russian.
That's true.
You're bum. Okay, bum.
That's,
I am
that's
from
fine.
the police municipal. I enforced the sewage.
Probably what it would be.
Pay your goddamn water bill!
Have you been committing air conditioner crime? Have you left your window open?
You have an air
You
conditioner.
Yes.
That's
have
right.
accused him. You were accused.
You got a license
of
for that HVAC unit?
jaywalking.
Show me, is there utility lines beneath your floorboards?
This is
Some
an illegal-
car drives you.
Are they perhaps in
What
the
have you done with our parking meter?
For fuck's sake. No. Bad. Bad.
Alrighty.
That's
So
been
go
about
ahead and
half-
debrief
an
the
hour and a
detective.
It's been about an hour and a half.
Yep.
Do we want to take a break? Or...
Detective comes in.
Oh, shit.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, but the camera's there if you want to debrief with him. Like, you get the stuff at Spike is working on detailing the stuff into the police station's evidence, so that way it can be securely transported. He instructs them like not to directly read the stuff, but this is to be preserved. They have procedures for this. You know.
Don't let them have any of the stuff, the journals or any of that stuff we bag separately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
No,
guys can
I'm
keep it-
thinking we've left most of that evidence at our
Anything
at the
that's
base for
hot,
us
we
to
would
go
have left on a different
Yeah.
vehicle.
Essentially, what Spike is doing
I
is
also like one of the M's, AKMs.
We've
Yeah,
got
what's-
we've got a reduced list, picture list of some of the dead people, and so what I'm going to debrief them on is the fact that there is another group that made that turned that house into their sort of headquarters. They were there to loot the place. Don't know why, and I'm going to keep it at that. And also, they took the current family, and it looks like they may have buried them out back in one of the orchards to the east. And also, keep us appraised if there are any more. We found at least one more instance where the woman that we just brought in, her family got flayed, skin flayed. So there's at least another one, and see if you can't keep us appraised of some more of the operating area where more of those come up.
I at least will want to go back out there.
Out to the house?
Back to her house.
We kind of have to.
Like, I don't know that needs to happen on camera, but
Mhm.
I at least want to do it.
The captain says, Roger, I've talked with
Nice.
your captain. We are preparing to seal up the larger evidence pieces you brought and get that transported on secure lift from the military base. And that will go straight back to your headquarters here in a couple
Okay.
hours.
Good.
Much obliged.
Oh, can we get a picture of the lieutenant and get that sent over to Renko and so you can identify him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably fax a couple of images pretty quickly, straight to headquarters.
I
mean-
just have a bad feeling that the two groups are working together somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a shitload of photographs, but they will need developed. Like I'm using a film camera.
Right.
Digital cameras are available, but Meyer at least is still using a film camera because the fidelity's better, like for evidentiary reasons.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. As soon as you get it developed, I want to get that guy identified. Either if not with him, get with someone. Get a hold.
I mean,
of,
we've got a name for him.
Yeah.
Did he have dog tags or ID paperwork or anything like that on him?
The guy you
I thought
captured,
he
the
had
lieutenant.
dog tags.
Yes.
The lieutenant had dog tags, and then the guy you captured, he self-identifies as a dude. He does not have paperwork beyond some sort of, it's like regional, like ID pass. It's like this.
Did any of them have like passports or anything on them?
No, they did not.
Didn't. Damn. I was
They had
hoping.
they had the equivalent of library cards, essentially.
All right. So, Meyer, are we going to leave the prisoners here at the police station for holding, or we bringing
For
them
now.
back to base? Okay. Make sure that
I mean,
no
well,
one
here's the
talks
question,
to
right?
them.
Back at base would have better facilities for debrief.
It would, and
Like,
I
we
would
could-
think we'd want to keep it in house.
Yeah.
Make sure anyone who can talk to them is at least people we know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
How good are our facilities for dealing with detainees?
Fairly good. The ones
Oh.
you for
Do they
Baghdad?
pass my muster? Given
yes. In fact,
Okay.
Are we going back to the
they
Baghdad
they
base
might
or
go
the
a
other
little
one?
above and beyond because you've taken over the former, essentially one of the secret police headquarters buildings in Baghdad, built by that government.
okay,
So,
yeah,
so
that'll
we have
work.
to fly him back though, right? We're not in Baghdad, are we?
No, we're
No, you're
we're
in Mosul, and so you have like a regular police station's detainee locker. You can keep them separate from the regular population for like an hour or two if you want, and then you can transport them back with you with escort. If you
I
need
think
to.
that's what we'll do then.
Yeah, it looks like
Separate from each other too.
You
If
know,
can
what we
do
could
that.
do is we could requisition a couple of rooms, sit down with some of the journals, whatnot, and go pour over it proper, get all the
I
pictures
think
and
we'll
whatnot.
do that tonight, or do that back at
Exactly.
base.
Well,
yeah.
sure.
Spike comes in and says that he's organized a flight late afternoon, early evening that would fit everybody, all the gear, big cargo
Okay.
flight.
Okay.
That AMP4 needs to be probably slung load.
Huh? Nah, it'll go in the airplane.
Yeah, it can be. It's
It'll
the
need
big
its own
C-47 with escort.
Oh, big C-47, not a Hilo flight. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's
Big-
500 pounds. It'll go in a Halo.
M4.
Yeah, and you're gonna have F-16 escort. The M4 is going in a huge, like like the small Connex box.
It's in a half
can.
can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like he's like I got permission to sew everything up. We're good.
All right, Sergeant, your
We're taking
detective
our,
senses.
We're
What did they
taking
say?
The prisoners with us, straight, or we leave?
Yeah, they'll be going with.
Going with. But
Um,
we can shove them into a detainee locker downstairs for now. No
Yeah,
one goes
sep-
near them.
yeah,
No one
separate
talks
from
to
each
'em.
other.
Keep a guard
take
on them,
their,
maybe.
Separate
Yeah.
from each other. Take their belts and their bootlaces.
Yes.
Yeah. I just don't want some bone dog popping up and eating somebody. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I have to take
I
their
mean, at
hands
this
in
point, if
case.
that happens, there's not a whole lot we can do about it.
No,
than shoot
and
it.
also
You,
we got a 50 cal and a recoilless rifle
Oh,
around.
Terry, you remember that ritual he showed you how to do? Any chance you
Yeah.
can,
I
the,
mean, I'm
Let's
not sure I
rather
remember
not.
all the steps, and I'm not sure I've got all the
Yeah,
equipment.
I don't think we
Yeah,
want to be
rather
doing that.
not.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
rather
it's something
not.
you s-
No.
did he
You
do know
just
the-
running around there with that thing?
No.
You do remember Montiel? Well, all you remember that the primary component for the ritual seemed to just be lots of salt in a circle.
Yeah.
All right.
But the
circle
chant
around the
was, and I don't think
Yeah.
I have the chant book on me.
Yeah, you don't.
I think it also hurts some people's
I
heads.
have a copy of the script, but again, you were kind of taking Winker's lead on.
You know
like,
what?
how to
I was
pronounce
also
the
not
words.
there
Yeah.
because I ran out
Given all of
the
this,
window.
I think next time we get back somewhere I might procure such a thing, I want rock salt shotgun shells.
Yes. Also, maybe
Uh,
silver? I don't know if it'd be useful, but hell.
Did anyone open
Mercury?
the small wooden box
Not yet.
that was in the safe?
We have not
we haven't
cracked that
opened
open
it
yet.
up.
No.
No one's opening up.
It
no one's-
feels
it's just putting a bag.
medium heavy.
Okay, I think we'll
That's-
probably wait
We'll
till
do
we're
that somewhere
like,
else.
I
That's getting open up. We have a blast shield
No.
One
on
of
the
the
other side and a
no, we got
flamethrower
we got a
next to
few
it.
hours.
we as a group need to find some like abandoned country house or something to take over as a do fucky shit that might attract attention location.
Yeah, as it stands, we got hours to kill, and we got questions that need answering.
Yeah,
and
and
it'd be really good to have
like I
answers
said,
when we.
I at least want to go check on what happened to this random woman's family. I don't know what
Okay,
anybody
yeah.
else wants
Let's.
to do.
Why don't you go check in with the detective, see if they got some transcripts, see if they got a talk, and I am going to go pour over more of what we.
Yeah, I want to go check that physical scene. Probably grab some of the. That's
Alright.
the next unit? That's the next town over, right?
Yeah, next major town over. About
Okay.
30 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna take leave. I'm gonna leave the heavy rifle and take the AKM and shotgun with me, and go with Meyer.
Okay. So we'll go. Like, really, all I want to do is go like.
And we're gonna take a cop who knows how to
Yeah.
get there.
The captain says is that you can rendezvous with there's a police station over. Rendezvous with them. They'll escort you the last few minutes in the town.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we
Fuck
can't.
it, I'll go with the rest of
driving.
y'all.
And like for these purposes, like for this, I'm looking official again. Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like here, this is like an action that I am taking as a like liaison to local police or whatever the hell, right?
So, do we want to leave behind anybody to keep an eye on the evidence, keep an eye on the prisoners?
Spike and Autumn can probably handle it.
I was gonna
They-
say
yeah, that'd be the
Reinbach.
thing.
I mean, quite
Unless you got
honestly,
something
I
prepared.
don't know.
Unless you got something
I
for
don't know the-
computers or anything.
What I want to do here is going to require all of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say Reinbach
Well,
would want to stay
I-
behind and look at some of the books and stuff,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Yeah.
the tablets or anything, but just get an idea of what was being researched, what he was looking through.
If we have two cops go with us,
I'd hate to split the
That would be
party
fine.
like this.
I mean,
I know.
That's
I
Delta
will
Green,
say-
baby.
I will say the house is not going to be a big scene.
Okay,
It-
yeah,
it
Master
is,
Sergeant,
it is a random encounter I made.
you've
it's
got time. We got liftoff time. Do
Yeah,
not be late.
We'll be here.
We'll be back.
I'm not
Oh,
driving
sorry.
back I'm not driving back to
Um,
Baghdad again.
Oh hell no, we're not doing that.
Do
Spent-
not be
for-
late.
Spent a year and a half doing convoys in that fucking town.
Take the jeep with the recoilless.
It could be worse. It could be Beirut.
I don't know about that.
oh,
That's
Also-
in the 80s? Yeah, you don't want to do that.
also we're
That's a
coming up on
beautiful
about
town,
2
boys.
hours. Do we want to take a break here?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew you was
Yep.
bathroom.
Please, I have to pee.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, bathroom. break.
Pausing.
Fair enough.
I
Ooh,
stopped the
6.
recording. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
That's okay. We love it.
It's fine.
It wasn't much, anyways, but still mad at myself.
let's see. Nice.
Let's actually hold on. Olson, up here.
Hmm?
Let me just show you. The
I don't want that.
stream. Up here in the corner. Look at this. Look at this stream. There's a dice roller. You just roll your dice from here. You don't have to type it
Oh.
out or anything. Very simple.
Okay.
But you already rolled. That's good. Dang, that doubles.
Ah, okay, cool. Alright, awesome. Okay, that's way better. Alright, cool. I
Yeah.
like that. So can we how do we learn other skills?
I think you do that during downtime.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
downtime,
you
time
can
and
study
effort.
during
Well, that's
downtime.
now then or what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Oh.
this would be a great time to do it.
Alright.
So I probably should
I think Reinbach's gonna see if he can sneak out of the headquarters for a couple hours and just connect back with the conspiracy BBS he's been part of, because holy fuck, it's been a time.
Maltier's gonna go out and ride his bike.
Nice.
I want to go to an airfield and try and get a little bit of flight time on a helicopter.
Because
Yeah, that'd be doable.
Mostly doing this because, for story reasons, because he's been out of contact with them for months at this point. And even when he was on the Air Force base doing, bitch work, he still had access to the internet to occasionally talk to people and whatnot. He's been out of contact with them for a long time. They're probably like, "Where the fuck have you been?"
And you know what, kid?
He won't say a lot about it, but he'll just be like, "Yeah, I've been through some shit lately. They reactivated me. I've been out of the country." And just put it that way. That's as much as he's gonna say.
And Maltier's also gonna work on the little turret that they've recovered.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That little fun toy.
He's gonna see if he can make it wireless, and see if he can't upgrade it at least a little bit, so it can hold something useful like M240 Bravo.
But a rocket launcher.
Yeah, you also have those G3s with the drum mags.
Yeah, that would also be
Ooh.
better than an AK. It's gonna craft microelectronics,
Where is
craft mechanics. He's having a hell of a time trying to get it to work.
It's like a
Held
spaghetti
together
code.
with,
Yeah.
and the components themselves were held together with spit, hope, and prayers. It looks like.
And a touch of duct tape that has gone dry about a decade ago.
Yeah, recasted the duct tape.
Where's Bond?
So what would I roll for helicopter
Oh,
training?
76.
Or-
Next.
Whatever.
Do.
Handler, helicopter training role.
Yes. Let me see. Special training. Well, we are piloting, but let me see.
What? It should be in here. Why am I not seeing? There's one for establishing a new bond. Oh. Focus on.
Okay, yeah. So
one bond.
make the
Roll
roll you would do
Okay.
to improve your piloting skill, and if you succeed, you also add helicopter to, fixed wing. Because I think what I'm going to rule this as the thing is Olsen's doing is
yeah.
going and fixing his flying record, because it shows he has
Yeah.
helicopter hours, right?
Yeah.
But they never approved his final flight exam or whatever, and he's like going and
Well,
actually
he
fixing.
like I
the
say, he
backlog.
kind of borrowed a Cobra helicopter when he wasn't supposed to be borrowing it, and that was the first fuck up.
Yeah, and you're like betting on the fact that when the military went over the digital records, they maybe even lost
Yeah.
that or something.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. Got my bond back to full.
Looks like you succeeded, Olsen.
Awesome.
So yeah, you got helicopter now and fixed wing.
Sweet.
Awesome. So what percentage of helicopter though?
I'm gonna say it's just the same for both. So
Same for both. All right, cool.
so things don't get screwy and complicated.
Okay.
That's very generous, but okay.
Yes, yeah, that is. Okay.
It does. I don't know if the handler's going to do this, but it does say that each time you aren't focusing on like improving bonds, they go down by 1. But that always seems rather harsh.
I mean, I think in this period, it's only been a few months, and you have a very good excuse of why you haven't called.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Right.
But it's not that the excuse of why you haven't called. It's the not calling or interacting.
Yeah, I think I'll save it for because you called probably before you left. You're only a few weeks into the deployment,
Oh, okay.
right? So
That was just
We- we
something
can-
I
yeah.
read. And no.
yeah, I think we can. I do think it's kind of funny because with these home scenes, there can be a very variable amount of in-game time between them happening,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so, yeah, if it's been 20 months since you had one of these because you've been stuck in the dreamlands or whatever, then then yeah, you lose one with everybody because you disappeared, right? But if it's like I went to the grocery store and it turned into a gunfight, and they're like, "Why haven't you called me in the last 10 hours?" I'm not gonna be like, "You lose one, son."
Hey, so what kind types of ammo and weapons do we actually need replaced?
We've used, I think it's
The 20mm
Nades.
stuff and anything
you
else
use some of the borrowed
we
AK
can't
ammo.
actually we can't normally get from like places.
Say again?
I'm talking about the stuff that we can't really normally get, like the ammunition we can't, like for our antique guns.
I think yours was the main anti-gun ammunition that was used. You didn't use any of the STG 44 ammunition.
No,
Um,
that's
Okay.
at this point it's sitting in a personal locker or arms locker.
All right. Now, can Little
Yeah.
Browning get more ammo made for that?
Honestly, we'd be probably better off trying to get some silver buckshot.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, because I want to get hold of my contacts with Tiger Transit and see what they can help us out with.
Yeah, go for it.
Stuff. All right. So what do I have to do with that? Just
Yeah, that's just normal contacting a contact. So make like persuade roll, and then if it's like a one-way deal, then you'll lose a little bit of contact score with them.
like, just see what they
Yeah.
see if we're going to cut a deal for
Yeah,
a trade.
if you help each other out and the score goes up, that's
We've
great.
got all kinds of books and stuff, and you know.
Yeah, because that's what kind of represents that, like, yeah, you can call in like emergency favor from somebody and say, "I'll pay you back later," and not part of something specific. But if you never pay them back, then the number stays low.
Now we
Yeah,
got some
I'm
money.
Yeah, I want to see if they happen to know anybody in country who is looking for some little blue pills or
Yeah. Go
maybe
for
some
it.
extra guns or
Yeah, we got some guns to sell, and we've got some rare ones that they might be
Yeah.
able to make use of.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
send them a list of the stuff that we have that we're willing to trade or exchange or whatever.
Yeah, go for it. I think I want to start wrapping up. I got some stuff to do tonight, but
That's fair. Yeah.
I think I'll be trying to keep in contact a lot with text
Ow.
because the next portion is going to be very investigative. Um, and so I'll probably like every few days try to post something that's like, "Hey, you, this information came back from this source," you know,
Mm-hmm.
because you guys now have a lot of leads to chase, information
Yeah.
to sort through.
Well, I definitely want to take that picture of this the archaeologist to the Baghdad museum and see if they can translate the stuff on the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we also had
The
sent
picture?
a
Oh, you got that small thing translated, also.
Oh, we did. Oh, the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It was just a short Arabic phrase of where it all began.
Oh, that's written on the back of the photo?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I just want to see if he told anything else about the statue or any of that stuff.
No reference to the statues on the photo.
No, I want to talk to the guys at the museum.
Oh
Like
yes,
take
yes,
pictures of the statue and take it there and show it to them,
yes.
and maybe the gold brick.
which we also have that
At least the
obsidian
symbol.
dagger there.
Because
Yeah,
the Exhibian dagger is a bit
dagger,
new.
I want pictures of all that shit and
Yes, he is. Soon.
take it to them, see it.
Which we can get to that maybe next time if we're signing
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be it for tonight. But
All right.
yeah.
I'd also love to get a another RC copter, maybe one of the gas helicopters from back in the
That'd be
States.
cool.
It's only doable.
Then I can
Most things are made in
spend.
Turkey, so
Like that.
Or hell, if they got one that they can get me from Turkey, as long as I can work with the electronics, get it upgraded with a set of cameras and some transceivers.
I mean, yeah, I think that's what a lot of them are manufactured. So that'd be just be faster shipping too.
It would be.
Hey, could you get that once you have the remote control set up on the little turret? Can you mount it on the gas one and you go and drop it off somewhere?
Maybe we got a big gas one. Oh, you could put it like on a cargo sling and then drop it on a spot.
Oh, that'd be
Well, see
fun.
about that, or actually hook it on the bottom of it. Have like an actual
I think
gun on it.
I think you're dealing with recoil at that point. But
Yeah, it's not big enough or heavy enough.
All right. Well, then just drop it
it's the
off.
same reason why we haven't weaponized drones in like the Ukraine war. It's not a technology issue; it's a physics issue.
I mean, we absolutely have weaponized drones in the Ukraine wars. We just use
Whoa.
self-immolating demolitions.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, a nice proper to give more hang time, more altitude, and then if it's bigger, I can mount a little bit bigger radio antenna on it, pump out the signal a bit more.
So you're saying, is that able to be tracked by someone?
If you're looking for it, which you got to have some fairly advanced radio direction finding, and you got to be looking at the correct band. So, largely no.
Okay.
Certainly not against our current near peers, our current enemies.
Okay.
I mean, maybe the Russians have got some set of electronic direction finding, but generally, if we're at that position, it doesn't matter because we're already on site.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Cool.
guys.
Well, I get torture
Yeah.
anybody, but still, we learned a lot.
You really wanted to traumatize that one guy.
Oh my god! Yes, I
Hey.
did.
They need to be a matching pair, okay? It's like a pair of shoes.
I just love that movie. It's like Shotgun is like, oh, you don't want to talk, right? Huh? How come you don't want to talk? Oh, it's because of the 12 gauge in your mouth. Boom! It just blows his head off. He's like, I'll talk. And the Canadian's like, you guys are just weird. We're untouchables.
Was that the Untouchables?
Yes.
Oh God. That means
when
that
they
man
go-
was a
when they go to
police officer.
Canada. They go to Canada to stop the bootleggers, and they have the Mounties, and the Mounties fuck it up because they go try and arrest them. So they go across the border and get into a gunfight. And there's only one guy alive, and there's one dead guy outside. The guy inside doesn't realize he's dead. And Sean Connery grabs him up and shoves him against the window and starts yelling at him like he's interrogating him. And then just shoots him in the dead body in the head.
Oh,
And the
that's
guy's like,
funny.
I'll tell you anything you want.
Microcircuitry hacking.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I think it's for
Taking
the
shit
turret.
and making it do stuff it was not intended to do.
I understand.
Very useful
Alright,
for when you've
alright,
got a
y'all,
thing
I wanna-
that won't work, but could.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off, y'all.
All right.
Godspeed.
Have a
Alright.
good one.
Night.
Love you.
Guess I'll cut this part of the recording here.